Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the MLW review. We're adding MLW into the mix here for April 15th, 2022. Been meaning to get to this for a while. Anyway, Joe Dombrowski and Rich Bikini welcome the fans to the MLW Fusion. Riveria with Jewel Smokes opened the show by coming to the ring and letting the Dallas crowd know that his tag partner, Slice Boogie, is arrested on arrival in Texas. He then began running his mouth down about the Von Erichs. Then they bring out Marshall and Ross Von Erich. Before they could get in the ring, though, Hernandez makes his MLW debut. He takes out both brothers with a steel chair and comes out and aligns himself with Rivera and 5150. Rivera, Hernandez, and Smokes beat down the Von Erichs, ending with butter toss from Hernandez to Ross over the top rope and through a table at ringside. This is a really good segment. I'm not a fan of Hernandez, but this is a good way to debut him regardless. Caesar Duran is under investigation. Duran is said with every investigation, you need witnesses. The problem is MLW as that all the witnesses keep disappearing. He said he's back in control and set up a four-way for tonight. National open weight title, 4 different styles of wrestlers. Mattis Kruger walked into Duran's office demanding a shot at Hammerstone as he beat Bista and Jacob Fatu recently. Later in the night, we learned that Kruger will get his shot against Hammerstone next week, which is a decent enough segment and good little build here. Later in the night, also, Fatu stormed into Duran's office and gets heated. He interjected into this week's main event with Hammerstone and Kruger. Then we go to a match with Matt Cross defeating TJP. TJP is on the mic before the contest and said he's shutting down the open door policy after sending Buddy Matthews to AEW. This week he is dealing with some in-house issues, taking on Matt Cross. Cross and TJP made their MLW debuts on the same show 18 years ago, and we saw some nice vintage clips before their debut. Just think about that, 18 years for promotion, pretty big deal there. The match is treated as important by the commentators, which is a good sign. Rich Bikini and his commentary partner, both better than most of what's on national products these days. Anyway, the middleweight title picture, but also highlights different styles to match and basically the competition and styles make fights. Cross hits a crossbody from to the floor. TJP takes control back and begins twisting and tying Cross up in a variety of submissions. TJP then begins some foot scraping and taking an eye off the ball for the second. Cross then begins building momentum and hits a springboard crossbody following a double foot stomp. Off top rope, TJP comes back with momentarily with a tornado DDT. TJP comes back and comes close to winning with a crucifix slam, but Cross swings the match back in his own favor with a springboard cutter and top rope shooting star press, picking up a good win there. Alex Hammerstone talking about his former friend Richard Holiday. He says Holiday was the first one he called when his girlfriend was diagnosed with cancer, and Holiday was the first one waiting on him when he came through the curtain as MLW champion. Holiday tried to steal the limelight by attacking him, and all everyone was talking about was the preceding Hammerstone and Davey Richards match over. Hammerstone versus Holiday is now booked and will take place at the upcoming tapings in May. So MLW is definitely one of the better deals there. Anyway, so hype video for Taya Valkyrie returning to MLW. I don't necessarily think that's a good thing or bad thing. It's just there. Ultimately, not a big deal. Holodead with Gangrel and Dr. Dax defeating Shaza McKenzie. McKenzie takes to flight early, taking out Dax with a crossbody. She then tries another crossbody inside the ring. Holiday catches her and rams her headfirst into the buckles before slamming her onto the canvas. Basically, there's a taking of some of Gangrel's advice, biting Mackenzie in the process here, and then there's a slam and an unprettier finisher, and finishes Mackenzie off. Good win for Holiday. After the match, Bikini tries to get a word from the winner, and she said she's the leader of the Strange Savage. Gangrel's the master of pain, and MLW will have a body of pretty faces lying in the ring as she becomes the MLW Featherweight Champion. Holiday and Alicia Atout dish the dirt on Hammerstone and their old stable. The Dynasty, he said that when he was younger, Hammerstone was a skinny little, person, and that they had to enhance themselves to get bigger. Atout then said it's a good thing Duran is back, but questions about that Holiday, she's then told him that the camera is to shush, and it is what it is. Not exactly a fan of this. National champion, openweight champion Alex Kane defeats ACH, Myron Reed, Puma King, and Juicy Falou to retain his title. He holds the title for nearly 6 months. Kane demands challengers and gets a bunch of them here in all shapes and sizes, styles. Earlier in the night, we learned that Duran had listened to Kane and booked a 5th super heavyweight opponent. That turned out to be Fanu, and then he is a super heavyweight at over 400 pounds. Fanu then starts strong, everyone bouncing off of him, and takes a power advantage for a little bit. Opponents then gained up on him and then goes out to the ring. So Puma King, Reed, and ACH could show off with high lucha exchange. Fanu then comes back, Reed on the floor after a dive, but ACH quickly follows up and knocks them both down. Hits Puma King with another dive on the other side of the ring, and then after break, ACH is the main man in the ring, and everyone takes turns coming in for a spot. He suplexes Kane and Reed, and then Fanu comes back in, and he's on the receiving end of a double Samoan drop. Masked Man interferes, takes out Reed at ringside. In the ring, Kane slips Puma King and quickly makes him tap out to the crossface. Calvin Tuckerman is on commentary after that, and he is victorious. Kane confronts him. Reed, Mr. Thomas, and EJ Nakata are all involved in a fight. Kane then manages to hit Takamura with a chair, and Fusion goes off the air. Next week, we see Hammerstone defend against Mattis Kruger and Jacob Fatu in a triple threat match. For the first MLW I've watched in a while, this was not bad at all. We'll be back with more right after this.